Hello folks, I made a video where I said I may make a video in the future about making bootable media, and although this thing is almost everywhere on the internet and there are plenty of videos about it on YouTube, I didn't want to break my promise, if we can say, and here is a video about it. And I will give a bonus which is showing the full installation process of a distribution that is not very commonly used. So the application that we're gonna use to install or to make the bootable media is called Rosa Image Writer. I downloaded it here. I will put the links in the description. And the distribution that I'm gonna use is Salix, which is based on Slackware with some improvements. I believe that Slackware is a very awesome distribution that is worth trying. It's very stable and it's mixing between the modern stuff as well as the old stuff. For example, they didn't get rid of Lilo, which makes it a very great distribution. It also has a feature for some people and disadvantage for others, which is no automatic dependency resolution. I'm not gonna go so deep about each and every pros and cons for Slackware. I just tell you that it's worth trying. So let me jump now to the process of making the bootable media. I'm gonna open a terminal here. This thing you can do it, the first step, you can do it without the terminal, which is extract. I'm just gonna do it with the terminal because the next command needs the terminal to be on. So we're gonna run tar this terminal needs to be in the same directory as your file that is downloaded, which is in our case Rosa Image Writer XVF, and then simply write the first letter of the file that you want to decompress, and then press tab. It will give you the rest, and then that's it. The next command is you move to the folder that is made. In our case it's Rosa. Same thing, just press or type the first letter and then tab, and it's gonna continue the rest. So we change directory to the directory that's made during the decompression. Press enter, and then mostly we need to run this as root. I guess we may need to make it executable. Let's try without it, which is sudo. The command is sudo dot slash that one. We put the password since it's for root and press enter. Alright, I have my USB flash drive plugged in. I have two here. One of them is not needed, this one. It's of 64 gigabytes. If you can see it. No, not this one. This one is the one that is not needed, which is 34 gigabytes. Take it off to make sure you don't delete its data. The data on it is going to be fully erased. This is the flash disk that I'm gonna use, and it's the only one. So plug it in like this. For our application, it was showing one of the two flash drives, and then it stopped. It stopped showing us. which one you prefer. We start by finding the place of the bootable ISO or selecting the USB. Let's do like this, and then it's supposed to appear. No, we unplug and plug it again. Since it's not showing, we plug it again. And then it appeared already. We look for the file that we need. In my case is in downloads, and then here, and here it is. This is it. So click after you select it, click open, and then click on, after you have the two options chosen. It's as simple as this. This can be a very good alternative for Rufus on Windows, and then you click on right. See, it's gonna say to you that all the data is going to be deleted. Press yes. Give it some time, and it won't take so long. The image is not very big. When I say image, I mean the ISO that is going to be booted from is not that big. It's only about 1.8 gigabytes. Rosa image writer is done. Now you can unplug your USB drive, plug in it, and then you go to the laptop where you want to install the system. You plug it in as I'm doing here. Doesn't necessarily need to be a different computer, since you may want to change your system or distro hub on the same computer where you made the media. You can simply restart the computer. So I will restart my computer. It's using OpenSUSE. OpenSUSE is a very good distribution, and I like to use it so much. And this doesn't mean that I will stop using it. I still have it on another machine. I will simply change this machine, which is a ThinkPad T61, to make it using salixOS. I like Slackware so much, and Salix is a good option to try, and I may stick to it. It's doing its own job. Prepare your finger on the key that will take you to the boot menu. In my case is F12. I made a video about each manufacturer's key, and mostly it's F12. Sometimes it's F1, sometimes it's F9, sometimes it's escape, and so on. Just check your manufacturer's key. Sometimes if it's without a manufacturer, it's F12, I guess. I forgot. You can find all the details in that video, as well as the page on which I built, or on which I knew how to click or press the key that's needed. It took longer than I thought. It can be faster than this. At the screen, or the equivalent one for your system, you press the key. You go to the USB. And this is for salixOS. English is fine for me. Salix Live. You may not find Salix like this. You may find it with the installation only. It's up to you whether you want to get the live or with the installation. In my case, I took it live with the installation or with the without, or I left the other one. Usually it's with the installation right away. Here it's 1, the password. If you have chosen to use the live media or the live CD of Salix with it's live like this and the installation is like this, you put the password 1. The password is ONE, and then this. So this one copy location is the origin of the installation. In our case, I believe it's /dev/sdb, and then the destination, which is the install location. So sorry for that. The partitions. You can simply make whole new partition table. It should be somewhere, create partition table. Okay, which one? This one. This one we select swap off. It's complaining about it. Let's add the partition in use. And then we go to create partition table. Keep it MS-DOS since this is using MBR, master boot record. In your case, if it's something else, you change it to it. And then click apply. Be careful, this will erase all your data. Make sure you have nothing important on your machine. And then let's create a new partition. Size is, let's give it 300 megabytes. The file system, let's make it, this one I'm intending to make it the boot partition. Add it. The next one is the root file system. Let's give it 40 gigabytes. And then add another partition will be for swap. This does not necessarily need to be the same in your case. Let's make it 2 gigabytes, and this is for swap, like this. Add. The last one is for our home partition. Keep it the way it is, since we want to use all the remaining space. Apply this. We can exit out of this. We don't need it anymore. gparted replaces in general fdisk and cfdisk as well as parted. You probably use it any of them. So here you can choose between grab and elilo. Let's use elilo. Installation, it's there. No, /dev/sda2. Home location is sda4. System clock. put your username. In my case it's gonna be like this. Password. Yours is supposed to be more complicated than this. So let's click install live system, or let's select here full installation, and then we click install live system. Let's make it bigger the way they want it. And let's click this again. This is not expected. I expected myself to get a similar installation to Salix, the one that's without the live environment like this, as well as Slackware, but in a small window, the one that's in text mode, and curses. Anyway, we let it install and then we'll come back. Done with the installation. I believe we can restart the computer now. We rebooted our system and it's, as you can see, working well. I guess our video has come to an end. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and peace.